This is Optimal Finance Daily. Simplify Your Investing, an Introduction to DRIPs by Sara with GetRichSlowly.org. I'm a simple girl and I love simple solutions. That's why I've fallen in love with drip investing. It's about as simple as investing gets. If you're an investor who likes to set it and forget it, drips are a great weapon to have in your financial arsenal. What is a drip? The term DRIP refers to Dividend Reinvestment Program. Don't let the term fool you though, because drips go way beyond dividends. Essentially, when you open a DRIP account with a company, they're letting you buy stock directly, cutting the brokerage firm out of the picture. This lets you buy additional stock with any dividends you earn, all without brokerage firms taking a bite of your profit. The real beauty comes from the added perks of setting up a DRIP account. Many companies that offer drips will also allow you to buy extra shares directly, again cutting out the middleman. Typically, you'll need to set up a reoccurring transaction to get this benefit. In other words, you arrange to buy a certain dollar amount of stock each month, or a quarter depending on the company you plan to choose. If this is all sounding a bit familiar, that's because it's not a new idea. Think of your 401k. A little bit of money goes to buying shares of different funds each month. Do you miss that money? Probably not. Does it add up over time? You bet it does. The only difference with a DRIP is that you're building shares in a single company. What are the benefits of DRIP investing? Number 1, dollar cost averaging. Even though some people debate its benefits, there are some pretty strong arguments in favor of dollar cost averaging. You can minimize the effects of buying too low or too high because you're buying in on a regular basis. Number 2, automated investing. Once you're signed up, you're good to go. You don't have to track the price-expense ratio, try to time the market, remember to place more orders, or even fuss with an online broker. DRIPs are hands down the easiest way to invest in individual company holdings. Number 3, super low transaction fees. You may get charged a fee for the annual DRIP service, or you may not. For instance, GE charges $12 a year. If you're set up for an automated stock purchase each month, that's $1 for a trade. Compared to traditional or online brokerages, that's a huge savings. And number 4, invest small amounts of money. You don't have to invest thousands at a time. Some programs let you invest as little as $10 per month. If you're not ready to invest a large amount, a DRIP account can help you build a solid position in a company over time with very small amounts. What are the drawbacks? Number 1, DRIPs are not diversified. The cold, hard truth is that you're investing in a single company, which always carries some risk. When you contribute to a mutual fund through your 401k each month, you're buying shares of many companies. If one tanks, you don't take a huge hit. When you invest your money in individual stocks, there's nowhere to spread the risk. DRIP should always be a part of a diversified portfolio. Number 2, you're tying up a portion of your monthly income. If your budget is extremely tight, then going without that extra chunk of change can be difficult, but not impossible. Number 3, each company is different and requires a different sign-up process. The initial setup can be a pain, as you may have to create an account with a third-party transfer agent. They'll need all the traditional information a brokerage would need, so the process is a bit more involved than creating a username and password. Once you've gone through the initial setup though, expect smooth sailing. And number 4, the selection of available DRIPs is pretty small. This is actually a good thing though, since DRIPs are ideally suited to blue chip companies that will be around for years to come. These companies, like P&G, AT&T, and GE, are perfect for long-term investments, not quick profits. How do I start? Number 1, research the companies that offer DRIPs. The list is growing regularly, so don't write off a company just because they aren't on someone's list. Number 2, research the heck out of any company you're considering investing in. Are they a good long-term investment? Do all the research you would normally do before any investment, and then do some more. You're making a long-term commitment to this company. so be sure it's a stock you're comfortable going on autopilot with. Number 3, contact the company. Their website will usually have enough information to get started. And find out what you need to do to open an account. And number 4, jump through the necessary hoops. Provide your bank account info. Your money can be pulled directly from your account, just like online bill pay, and you're in. A word on acronyms. You'll see DRIPs referred to in many different ways. DRP, DIP or direct investment plans, SPP or stock purchase plans, and OCP, optional cash purchase plan. Each of these different account types has slight variations, but the DRIP or DRP is at the heart of each, and that's why you'll see it being referenced most often, and why I've used that terminology here in an introduction level piece. Again, I'm a simple girl. I'm not claiming to be the expert on DRIPs, just a very satisfied user. As with any investment, you need to do your own research before diving in. For a more in-depth explanation of DRIP investing, check out the Motley Fool's Take or MSN Money's explanation. The latter piece also does a great job of running the numbers on reinvestment. If you like simple solutions and are a long-term investor, DRIPs are worth a look. You just listened to the post titled Simplifying Your Investing, an Introduction to DRIPs by Sara with GetRichSlowly.org. Imagine you're a business owner who has to rely on a dozen different software programs to run your company, none of which are connected, and each one is more expensive and more complicated than the last. It can be pretty stressful. Now imagine Odoo. Odoo has all the programs you'll ever need, and they're all connected on one simple, easy-to-use platform, giving you peace of mind that your business is always being taken care of from every angle. Odoo has user-friendly open source applications for everything. We're talking CRM, accounting, inventory, manufacturing, marketing, HR, and everything in between. Basically, if your business needs it, Odoo's got it. Odoo sounds pretty amazing, right? So stop wasting your time and money on those expensive disconnected platforms and let Odoo harmonize your business with simple, efficient software that can handle everything for a fraction of the price. It doesn't get much better than that. So what are you waiting for? Discover how Odoo can take your business to the next level by visiting odoo.com. That's ODOO.com. Odoo, modern management made simple.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. When you visit the doctor, you probably hand over your insurance, your ID, and contact details. It's just one of the many places that has your personal info. And if any of them accidentally expose it, you could be at risk for identity theft. LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second. If you become a victim, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year at lifelock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
If you've been listening for a while, you know that I'm a huge fan of index fund investing, so I don't buy individual stocks. However, you don't need to be investing in individual stocks in order to reinvest your dividends. A dividend is just a distribution of a company's earnings to its shareholders. So if you're holding total market index funds like me, many of the companies in the index will pay dividends. When you're buying your index fund, you can simply select the option to reinvest these dividends whenever they're paid out. According to Investopedia, dividend reinvestment is a great strategy for 4 main reasons. It's cheap because the reinvestment is automatic, so you won't owe any commissions or brokerage fees when you buy more shares. It's easy because once you set it up, it's automatic and you don't have to think about it again. It's flexible because though most brokers won't allow you to buy fractional shares, you can do so with dividend reinvestments. And finally, it's a great way to take advantage of dollar cost averaging because you're buying shares on a regular basis. One of the key benefits of dividend reinvestment is that your investments can grow faster than if you pocket your dividends and rely solely on capital gains to generate wealth. It's also inexpensive, easy, and flexible. That should do it for another edition of Optimal Finance Daily. I'll be back tomorrow as usual, so I'll see you there on the Wednesday show where your optimal life awaits.